Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of hardcore Minecraft, and once again breaking one of the rules and playing at nighttime. But it should be fine. Everything should be okay, and there's plenty of stuff to do just around the house and such. So what do I want to do? We're gonna put some melons up and get a bunch of inventory space. We don't really need these seeds. Yeah, there's so much to do. Well, I think right now, yeah, we'll continue on with the general plan. Or did I want to do archaeology? We'll continue on with the general plan, regardless of what I wanted to do, because I don't really need to be going too far out and getting into too many adventures right now. I need to be staying close to safe places, so that if I start getting sleepy, I won't be in the middle of anything weird. It's hard to remember to be responsible, especially in a game like this where I understand so little and there's so many beautiful things to discover and fish to strike with a sword and stuff like that. Everywhere I go is another opportunity to hit fish with a pointed object, and yet I so rarely take those opportunities in life. But now that I'm here, and of course you get bone meal and experience from them too, which I don't think the squid fight back. It would be a terrible time to learn. No, they don't fight back. So there we go. Plenty more fish. Oh yeah, tons of fish. This is going to be a wonderful thing. Bella's going to be so pleased. All right. This episode of sword fishing is probably just about done, and now we're going to run into the town. Shear some sheep. A very difficult sentence. Probably not very difficult, but a moderately difficult sentence. The shearing of the sheep shall commence. In due course. But we're on our way there now. I need to get some wheat, which will be trivially easy to secure. We could take this guy's wheat, because, he's not even really using it for anything. But I am so low on iron that my axe is going to break pretty soon, and I think I just got to make more stone axes, which is pretty embarrassing, but not ultimately the worst thing that could have ever happened. But first, we're just going to go ahead and grab just a line of wheat. That's just so that when we run over, we'll have enough to breed a couple of cows and a couple of sheep. And yeah, my farm is too large. I don't actually need all of this stuff. Pretty embarrassing. Oh, I did the thing. I'll just leave that there undone. The thing where I don't have the tool on me. We're going to be able to run in here. And the young sheep have all grown up now, so we're going to be able to quickly shear them, and we're just going to go ahead and feed them here. Yep, and when you have plenty of grass, like we saw right there, they'll very quickly replenish their coats. Like if I just sit here for probably 10 more seconds, at least one of these 5 that we just sheared will do it. Of course, the little kid sheeps like to go, but there you go. Of course, that is how sheep generate their coats in the real world. Do I need to get a little bit more fencing? Yeah, we'll get a little bit more fencing going on just to make this a little bit more expanded. A little bit more and get 24 more. Numbers. How do they even work? And this is a super clumsy way to do this, but what are you going to do? And I now remember that I don't even have an axe, so we'll come back whenever I have an axe, because I don't think I have any stone on me. I don't. You know, it's one of those things. So all we're going to do now is throw a bunch of food at all of these fellows. And like, yes, hast thou considered the noble potato? And then we've got... I was going to say there's got to be a crafting table just all over the place. Yeah, it's like, I know I left one over here. So there's a little kid jumping on that bed. Good for him. Always fine. Always find the time, to have a good time. You never want to be too serious. Unless you're me and you forgot how tools work. So basically, I forgot how all of these menus work. Okay, yeah, I just got to get the planks. And then from the planks, I can get the wooden axe because I'm ashamed of myself. And I just need to make a couple more beds. And then I'll find the stone somewhere else or go adventuring for iron, whichever comes first. But yeah, there we go. Several more beds, and that'll be great. We'll just jam them wherever, and maybe think about building these poor people individual houses later. But maybe not. You know, they're doing okay here. They've got 3 beds here and only one little kid jumping on them, so there's plenty of space. All right, yeah, there. We are definitely having a wonderful and rambunctious society growing up where so much loss has happened. It's just nice to see all of them becoming strong again. And this cat's pretty nice. We'll give him a fish. Will that make him our pet though? I think it makes him our pet. So maybe we'll let the cat go on fishless, just so he can continue hanging out with the people in the village. And I forgot to throw any of the beds down, but it was coming on nightfall. And that made me think of my obligations to my dear friends here. Can the dog eat cooked food? Yes, okay, excellent. Don't need to worry about carrying raw stuff for him. Ajax is perfectly fine eating the cooked meat. And Garuda has his seeds, and now it's just time to lay on down for the night. A nice little day. And then we'll look around in the chests for... I don't have enough iron. Incomplete thought. I don't have enough iron for the axe that I need, but we'll just make a couple of stone ones, and it'll be fine. Won't it? No, I don't. I don't have enough stone. Apparently, I am very limited in my my gear here, so pretty funny the situation that I'm finding myself in. But it'll be all right. I'm about to start using a bunch of this junk. And we'll go ahead and make one more bed and just run around in the village and distribute them. I don't think... Yeah, we shouldn't need to really make any new buildings. We might make like a row house type of thing. I wonder if you can take fall damage from falling into the boat. It's not a great thing to figure out in hardcore, although of course it wouldn't matter right now. So we're just going to harvest every pumpkin that we've got right now and sell them, and hopefully that'll be enough to level up the guy, because this should be 3 or 4 or 5 more trades. And if it's not, then I might actually just go and grab the wheat. Do I have room to pick up any of the pumpkins? No, I do not. Classic and timeless. Leave it to me to leave the house for the day and not even have space to pick up the pumpkins. The principal reason for going outside. But at least we noticed. I didn't hear the pleasant little clicking of grabbing it, so I knew something was amiss. Alright, so this is only going to be 3 pumpkin traits. I don't know. That might make it 3. Come on, give me some lovin'. Show me a change. Yes, alright. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to get to blow this game wide open. We've got a melon trade, and that means every single day we can come right back here at the same time and trade this dude a bunch of melons. I'm not going to pick every melon right now. I'm just going to get enough to make the melons in the inventory, and then I'm going to run, put down a couple of beds, distribute food, and then do the melon trade. And this guy is going to have to deal with other people living in his clear cuts. So there's 2 clear cuts in this town, which is pretty nuts. Did I just hand him a bed? Because I don't have an extensive experience, but I hadn't seen a clear cut at all ever. And then, I saw a couple, and then a whole bunch all of a sudden. 2 in one village. Are these rambunctious sorts off playing with each other? Oh yeah, they're playing tag and stuff while this long-suffering old man works up here. That's a classic thing, the youth go and play, and the old people have to toil in the fields. But it will be their time soon enough to go to work in tall buildings. And I can see, like, how in some abstract sense you wouldn't want their beds too crammed. Because, like, if they had individual houses, it would be easier to find them. But this way, I don't have to build houses. And this is my last bed. I shouldn't be putting it down, but I'm about to go to the sheep and make another few, and that makes it okay. Although it is, frankly speaking, wrong to be walking around without a bed at all in hardcore. I feel okay right now. There are so many little kids in this village. There's like 4 or 5 children villagers at the moment, so that's pretty exciting. We're just going to parkour in. Excellent. And really, that's just like a ton of sheep. It's more sheep than we realistically need because they so quickly replenish the wool. And while we could use the sheep for the meat, it's nice to have a replenishable source for beds. But even just right there, that's enough for 4 more beds. So I'm just going to go and crack a tree, and then before you know it, we're going to be, super, super wealthy. We're going to have a village with tons of people, and I suspect that the more people you have, the more like iron golems and cats you have, because I have my little island in my survival world, and there's just like 15 or 20 iron golems hanging out there. And a ton of cats, and this guy is stuck. Maybe he became an adult while he was in the corner and got lost. It's possible. Anyway, he's opened up now, and pretty funny. I need to reroll this armorer. And there's a level 1 option that only takes 4 emeralds to sell, and that's the one that I need to roll. I'm just gonna put a crafting table here, because why not? Man, these trees are really all over the place. Four more beds. A couple of melons. We're just going to place the beds anywhere we can, run home for melons, and then come home and, or come right back here. Set them up like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, just absolutely chock full of potential. Because soon, I mean, all of those kids are going to grow up and they'll all be wanting to become, craftsmen and artisans. So they'll be masons and cartographers, my favorite, librarians, and people that don't know how to read. Yeah, it takes all kinds. And I look forward to our little hardcore village growing up big and tall. I'm more and more, as time goes, we're just, of course, going to be getting through all of these trees because they don't really serve my purpose, although a forest is nice. They sort of get in the way, so we're just trying to cut up some of it as we go, knowing that I'll need to do it eventually, and just trying to grab a little bit of wood, except that I'm not grabbing any because the inventory's full, as is tradition. Not for the first time, I lament the way that I am, but I don't mean it. I actually feel okay about it. We're just gonna run home, grab the melons, and do one sick melon trade. Oh man, we're gonna get like 12 or 14 or 16 emeralds. I don't know how many. Sometimes they're like 16 intervals, and sometimes they're less. I am not an expert. But I do know that we're going to run in there with 91 melons, so it's going to be an inspiring amount. This dude is going to really, really be blown away by how many melons we've got. And I'm going to carry the emeralds with us because in the event that... Now I'm afraid that my mustache has been touching the microphone the whole time. If that's been happening, I regret. It's just one of those things that having a mustache can make you vulnerable to, is running into a microphone with it. And I don't want to say it could happen to anyone, because truly it would have to be at least two unique things leading to this circumstance, but still pretty annoying if it was indeed happening. And I am so sorry if that sound was scratchy and annoying, because oh man, do I understand what it's like to be annoyed by sounds. Sure do. And I think I'm not picking up any of these, so maybe if I'll just cut down a bunch of the melons, right? And then the axe will break, and then with that inventory space we'll be able to pick up another one. Man, what an absolute genius I am. I could just throw it down. Brilliant. And of course, I'm carrying around the fencing that I don't need. And rather than run home for the night, I am just going to run here to this little house and toss a bed down, because I just need to keep on getting to it. And my pets just saw me. They know everything's fine. They're not hungry. So. And this is just the man we're looking for. Magnificent. And you get experience for trades, I guess. And now he is a true expert. We can buy a cake from him. Maybe we will buy one. It's just one emerald, and it'll be a celebration of the first master. And that was the thing that made him a master trader. So we can now buy golden carrots and glistering melon slices. I don't know what they do, except that they're very good food. I don't think I'm going to buy a lot of them right now, but this guy's going to be the standard, because we sell about 50 melons to him and get a huge bunch of emeralds. And basically, with the way this melon field is going, I think I could just plant a couple more melons, and then I could continually farm melons for emeralds with no breaks. which, now that I say it out loud, actually sounds like the most beautiful and charmed existence that I can think of. Can you imagine all day just standing here, walking around from side to side, axe in hand, everything just like working out great? I can imagine it. I mean, like, this is fun, right? Whenever I talk too much like this, I wonder if people think I'm joking. I figure they know I'm not. But this is the sort of thing that, I could never explain to someone. Not properly. Like, why I enjoy doing the same old thing over and over again. And yet, while I'll, like, judge something very harshly for not being interesting, but you can't always make a study of what you like. You find it, and when you find it, you hold on to it, and you see it through. Because I have never felt as close to hardcore mode success as I do right now, knowing that I'm about to get just so many emeralds. Because in my previous hardcore world, that went fine, but I mean, it was nothing compared to this. I think we're going to save some pumpkins to level up some other farmer potentially, because by the look of it, we're gonna have way too many. Yeah, just way, way, way too many. Because we'll just run through and pick up all of these, and then, yeah, we would never be able to do this. Even with this medium-sized melon field, it's pretty inspiring. And then, of course, you could eat the melons along the way. This has got to be the best of all the farms. Just honest labor. We're up to 110 melons again already, and he's going to buy so many of them, and bam, look at that. A huge, huge burst of experience, and yeah, alright, so that's how hardcore mode works. All of the stuff I'd been doing is just foolish. All you gotta do is get melons. But what I want to do right now is talk to the armorer. Alright, so now we do have iron boots going on, so we're going to buy these repeatedly just to level them up, because he actually gives the same amount of experience for these and the other ones. And I'm going to inexplicably throw all of my emeralds on the ground. Oh, now he's giving us a discount, which, awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to throw them on the ground because the whole point of this transaction is to sell them. And, okay, amazing. So right now he's selling these chainmail leggings for nothing. And I just need to pick up my emeralds that I have thrown down. There we go. Because we're going to be able to do a super cheap level up here. With this discount on the leggings, it's going to let us get to this whole next level for just like 12 emeralds or something, which is super amazing, and we're keeping it rolling. This is as good as it gets, yeah. Where are my emeralds? Where are my emeralds? Alright, here are emeralds, and we can get shields here. Okay, I need to quit being dumb and make a chest really quick. I've never had them give me any guy give me such an important discount, so I'm kind of freaking out. This is making me get significantly further along my plan than I had anticipated. We're going to be able to throw all of these in. Yeah, and then I'm just going to buy these shields, and now I'm never going to need to make another shield, so that's nice. And I can probably break down all this other junk into iron from the ingots, so... And there's the journeyman, so he's going to go to expert, and... Oh, yeah. I just need to get a little bit more emeralds, and then I will be wearing some diamond clothes. Awesome. Fantastic. Beautiful. And I'll come back some other time and figure out if we can burn down those items into different items. And then, yeah, we're going to... we're so close to being there. We are just really killing it. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the stuff out of my inventory that I didn't mean to throw in here. I just got so excited I didn't want to lose anything. All right. Well, we're just going to place a couple more beds anywhere. Not like in the open air, but anywhere else. I might have actually run out of places, though. Well, we could put a couple of beds over here, and then if ultimately they decide that they want to range over here as they have before, then they'll be able to do that. That's not enough room to sleep, is it? No, it is, right? Yeah, because we were sleeping this all along. It just doesn't seem like it's enough room to sleep. It doesn't appear to be a terribly humane way to set up a home. But it'll work. And then we'll have a nice weird door that opens in that direction for a reason I can describe only as creative. And now... Alright, good stuff. Because, of course, we're not going to need to go in there, so it doesn't matter if it's like a totally incoherent floor plan. And, alright, yeah, I guess I'm going to run down my melon farmer dude and sell him some more melons. He's the guy that works over here. Oh, he's probably off chatting to his buddies, you know. Well, it's time to throw some bread at them anyway. Not at you, you're too little. But they are probably, like, chatting to each other by the village well. Oh, they're all running home right now. It's nighttime. But there's a new iron golem. I think this is a different iron golem than the one before, so... Pretty exciting stuff. Oh. That bed's already taken. But there definitely are 2 fresh iron golems now, so... This place is getting to be in pretty good shape. And we will lay down for the night. And then as the morning comes, we will think about what to do. We'll just sell these melons, and we'll throw a bunch of food at villagers, and then when we come back... Oh yeah, they're just chatting it up, jumping on the bed. Here, have some carrots. And I think that's all the food that they like prefer to eat. So yeah, now I just need to find my old emerald belted farmer. I don't know where he lives, and all the places where he could work all look the exact same, but I will know him by the emerald upon his belt, for he is the only master level trader that is here. And while I wait to see him, I will hit some more melons. I was going to say, is that him? But no, it is not him. That is the noble armor smith, who's gonna give me some noble legs pretty soon. They start with Prot 3, which is really good. Not amazing, but really good. I believe Protection 4 is the highest level of protection, and you could push two Prot 3 things together to get Prot 4. And that is actually very exciting, because that would let me get Protection 4 Diamond Pants essentially immediately. And of course the other one that he's got are the boots, and then we'll probably, now that I think of it, I actually need to go and see if he's still on sale, and if he is, then I'll burn all of these emeralds into shields or whatever to level him up one further. But where is he? Part of a consequence of not having a good concept of how the village works is you can't run down individual villagers. Is it right here? Yes, it's right here. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep on buying shields, because this way, yeah, this is going to just be so efficient of a way to get to the next level. Because normally they would cost 5, and now we're already at master. Already at master. Yes! Oh, yeah. Oh. And the best kind of helmet, Aqua Affinity, out of the box. I do have, however, 16 or 18 emeralds here, so the most important out of all is the armor quality itself, right? So we will go ahead and buy the diamond chestplate. And yeah, there we go. There's an advancement for us. Cover me with diamonds. Look at me, moving on up. And that means there's only one thing left to do for this video. Head on home and give our pets a little pet around the head. And so next up is just to get some more emeralds and get diamonded up. After that, well, I guess some other villager thing, right? I'm gonna need a librarian for mending. I'm gonna need an experienced farm for enchanting. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of lapis. You know, this diamond is just the beginning, but moving at a great speed here in this hardcore world. Feeling good about everything. I have more shields than I'll ever need again. And before long, that iron chestplate will be a thing of the past. We just have 1.5 more armor to get to a maxed out listed one. So pretty nice. I guess that's 3 points. So we'll get 1 from the helm, 1 from the legs, and 1 on the boots. And that'll take us to 10 slots. But that'll do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for listening. We're going to give Ajax some mutton and give Bella her fish. And of course, Garuda always anxious to eat some more seeds. So when we return, more farming. There's plenty of pumpkins and melons there. Maybe even do some normal wheat farming as well, because with these new villagers, we'll want to get 1 or more of them into these professions. Not like armorsmith, because, well, you only want to buy the diamond stuff from one guy, and then you can burn off the enchantments and do whatever you want in a different thing. But there's still toolsmiths and weaponsmiths, and then the various other stuff going on. But everything is looking very promising, so I hope I'll live forever. And if I don't, then that's okay too. But none of that really matters. What does matter is that that's about the end of this one. So I hope I'll see you in the next video.